Most people think they're scared of toxic relationships. What about you? I bet you're scared of healthy ones. Not because you're broken, because your system is built on chaos. I'm Monad, a licensed therapist from the Middle East. When you grew up with emotional intensity, unpredictability, yelling, guilt, coldness, or parents who loved you only when you behaved, your body built a blueprint. Love equals tension. Closeness equals danger. And calm, something's about to go wrong. Healthy love feels like boring because your nervous system has no file for calm. So it tags peace as threat. Not cute, but here we are. People think trauma is a memory. Trauma is a pattern your body memorized. Growing up in Middle Eastern households, the vibe is one day warmth, next day cold. 1 minute praise, next minute shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
One moment laughter, next moment threat. What does a kid learn? Hypervigilance. You scan faces, you predict tone changes. Your body is always ready. So as an adult, stillness feels wrong because your nervous system thinks it's a trap. Like, why are you being nice? What do you want? What's coming next? If you grew up needing to perform to be loved, behave perfectly, be quiet, be smart, succeed, never embarrass the family, you learned that love is conditional. So when someone loves you without conditions, your brain says, impossible, something's off. Healthy love feels boring because it's unfamiliar, and unfamiliar feels unsafe, even if it's good for you. So here's where people get mad. You're not addicted to the person, you are addicted to the intensity. Inconsistency gives dopamine spikes. The push-pull gives adrenaline. The guilt gives cortisol. Your brain literally lights up during chaos. Healthy love doesn't give you that high. So your brain calls it boring instead of what it actually is, regulated. Avoidant partners feel attractive not because they are better, but because they mirror the emotional unavailability you grew up with. Your nervous system whispers, oh, I know this, I can work with this. Clingy, consistent, emotionally available people? Ew. Your system glitches. Why are you showing up? Why are you here? Why are you not leaving me? Because consistency was never part of your upbringing. Healthy partners do not disappear. They do not weaponize silence. They don't guilt trip you. They don't love bomb then punish. But you are wired to expect the drop. So predictability feels like manipulation. Peace feels like a setup. And stability feels performative because you were raised to expect the emotional earthquake. Healthy love won't trigger the high and the lows. So at first you feel nothing, no butterflies, no anxiety, just neutral. And neutral feels like boredom when you grew up in survival mode. But in reality, neutral is safety. Your body just does not know what to do with it yet. When you leave a chaotic relationship, you do not miss the person. You just miss the chaotic emotional roller coaster. Your brain is withdrawing from adrenaline. That's why healthy people feel flat. Your system is detoxing. You are learning life without emergencies. It takes time, but it's literally a chemical withdrawal, not a soulmate. So, if chaos was your childhood, fixing a broken person would be your love language. You fall for people with trauma projects, people who need saving, people you can struggle for, because you were raised to earn affection through emotional labor. Healthy partners, they don't need fixing. Your brain doesn't know what to do with that, so it calls them boring. Your mind says, I need a healthy relationship. But you know what your body says? Yeah, no. There's a disconnect between what you intellectually understand and what your nervous system thinks is familiar. Your body still chooses chaos even when your brain knows better. That's why you say, I know she's bad for me, but I know he's not the best person for me, but your body wants the pattern, not the person. In Middle Eastern families, love is rarely direct. Affection is often transactional. Approval is the main emotional currency. Warmth, rare. Consistency, almost mythical. You are taught that love means sacrifice, compliance, guilt, and never prioritizing your needs. So, when someone treats you gently, you interpret it as weakness or insincerity because it's not what love looked like in your childhood home. Healthy love requires vulnerability, and vulnerability requires safety. But growing up in chaos means that you learn being seen equals being targeted, being emotional equals being judged, and having needs means being shamed. So healthy partners who ask about your feelings, you freeze. Your instinct is to hide because you were never allowed to be yourself fully. This is the part people skip. Middle Eastern families don't just teach anxiety, they teach emotional code switching. You learn to be a different person in every room just to keep peace. Everyone is like, it's your attachment style, you are an avoidant, you're an anxious person. No, it's deeper. You don't just have to heal your attachment, you have to change your identity. If you were raised in chaos, your identity is built around the rescuer, the achiever, the quiet one, the caretaker, the obedient one. Healthy love challenges that identity. It forces you to rest, to receive, to slow down, things you were never allowed to do. Your system resists because it doesn't fit the old self. If you can't think yourself into healthy love, you have to practice your way in. Things that actually help you rewire your system are spending time with emotionally safe people, sitting with calm instead of escaping it, noticing your triggers without acting on them, tolerating consistency even when it feels foreign, letting people show up for you, not chasing the emotional high. Healthy love becomes exciting once your body gets used to it, and it will if you give it time.